Yay!
Now I just need to probably tinker with my settings a little. What do you mean I don't have access to this feature? Oh, I see. I'm using the wrong browser. There. Okay, I can edit the game. Details, gaming, game title, disco. Hmm. Apparently I can't search for the game title. There we go. Disco Elysium. Save. Cool. It is now correctly labeled. Alright, let's start this game.
Yay.
Looking for a game to capture. There we go. How's the sound?
It's alright.
Alrighty. Thanks for joining me again, Susanna.
Oh, of course.
Okay, we finished looking at my notebook. Do I have new items? What is this? Tattoos.
An intricate web of blue lines stretches across the torso of the hanged man, from the right shoulder to the solar plexus. Each time the lines intersect, a small white star is formed in their crossing. Hundreds of fading asterisks riddle his skin. Their concentration is highest around his heart.
I don't remember the name of that labor movement or whatever.
It still kind of looks like a map of the stars in the night sky, but
Labor movement?
something's not right.
Yeah, the labor strike people.
Oh, the dock workers strike.
The dock worker strike. It's just that. Have I talked to this guy already? Let's just start.
Gone.
Who are you? Gone.
For you to discover. You've gotten as far as you
Okay,
without.
fine.
Someone close to the victim might know.
Thank you, suggestion. Oh wow, I just barely made that check. Okay, cool. I looked at my stuff. This is mine, right?
It's the ledger you found in the trash. A cabbage of
No, this is someone else's.
board with the permeables drawer inside. Oh, and the cool piece of toilet paper is stuck to the
No, this is mine. I already smelled the ledger. Okay, let's look at this.
They're not exactly white. They're yellow patches by sunlight and alcohol, and covered in dense blue handwriting. Ink escapes into watercolor patterns, reaching its tendrils across entire pages. The paper itself is checkered, with faint red lines, forming short paragraphs. Once in a while, there's a red stamp that exclaims, "Case files commit to paper." The case files themselves are plenty. You count more than 100 sodden, crumpled up, earmarked pages.
So my handwriting's bad, is what I'm hearing.
Work, strife, poverty, the Jamrock Quarter. These are handwritten logs of investigations dating back to January 51.
Wait, this is just this year's cases?
Number is hard to estimate due to missing pages and an odd naming convention. But there are at least 20, maybe 30 cases undertaken, not completed, mind you. Yes, it appears you employ a, shall we say, robust yet literary system. Each investigation has its case number written on the margins. Yet, still more tellingly, most are accompanied by
Oh my.
name.
And they're written in capital letters too.
Yes, all cases.
Yeah.
One is called the Next World Mural. Another, the Square Bullet Hole Murders. Another yet, the Unsolvable Case.
Oh. We are an artist, aren't we?
Others appear more light-hearted.
Art
The
cop.
rise on a couch in an unexpected location, and the murder at the Uka Parlor. Even the rare article-free collapsing tenement. Murder features prominently throughout.
Hooray.
You like this grimy murdering, don't you?
Who are you again, Half-Light?
Half-Light's like intimidation. It's fight or flight.
Oh.
Fight and flight.
It's going to take an effort to piece these case files together, but it can be done. Once you're done inspecting them up close.
Oh, yes. Talk to Kim. Of course we will.
You mean the alphanumeric? Officer, precinct, time of arrival at the scene?
No.
Oh, you mean the titular? Yes, well, so do I. In our defense, almost everyone in the RCM does. It's a holdover from the early days of the RCM. right after the revolution, when the organization had little idea how to do things. It persists in an unofficial capacity. Officers use these titles to refer to their work among themselves.
I hope this doesn't backfire on me, but let's just talk more about myself.
Again, in your defense, I seem to have named one the man with the hole in his head. He was a real person. His death was real. Still, I named it that, to amuse myself.
Yes, that is amusing.
I pray his loved ones never find out.
Dude, okay, why is there no other option here? Of course we know what happened to him.
Rail spiked through the head.
Okay,
Died. It was a workplace accident.
alright. Yes, let's be organized about
There
this.
is, for precisely one more. 15 pages near the end remain untouched by the damage. The checkered grid forms a structure of passages, breaking the case into subtasks to accomplish.
Commit to paper.
The tasks you've completed flow out of the pen in a brash freehand similar to the rest of the letters. The wording comes easily. It's almost robotically simple. A language developed for mental rigor and simplicity.
Ooh.
Inspect the victim's body. Get the body down. Interview the cafeteria manager.
I guess we just have the first one.
A satisfying slash sounds across the paper. You're done, it seems to say. And you, and you.
I think we only did one of those.
Things to be done and things already done. The composition of reality. This is an extremely useful tool for a detective of the citizens' militia. Now all that remains is to name the case.
Yes, yes, yes.
No, actually. Any ideas?
Disco Elysium. I want to call it Disco Elysium. Oh man. Oh man. I guess this is probably the most apt. But why don't we hear what Kim has to say?
Oh,
There's-
well, then maybe I can suggest one.
Oh, pick three, actually.
Pick three? Pick three?
Yeah.
Oh, that's actually what I was thinking. The Hanged Man. I like that. A good, strong name. We have a very good name for the case now.
Okay, excellent. We got his approval. Hooray. Why pick three? Because you haven't chosen that one?
If you pick the Hanged Man off the bat, Tim gets really happy and is like, yes, me too. I also thought of the most prosaic and straightforward name.
Right,
Kim's adorable.
right.
I'm going to start calling it the
Oh, I got experience for that.
It's good we sorted this out.
You don't exactly close them, so much as distance yourself from the smelly papers. They're a little further from your nose now.
Logic, medium, 11. Kim explained the system. So, I can try it again. Because apparently I failed it before.
Yeah.
I guess it doesn't hurt
Can.
to try. Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
piece them together using the alphanumeric code on the margin. It always begins with HDB41, then date of initialization and time of arrival on the scene, followed by the title. For example, HDB 41120111700, the next world mural.
Officer and precinct. So HDB is me. And then precinct 41, right?
Hmm.
Why, yes, your precinct number is 41.
My name is Harry Disco Ball.
Every last alphanumeric in the files begins with it. And these are your case files. It's safe to say HDB are your initials.
Horace Debbie Behringer is fucking amazing,
I
actually.
do like this one, yes.
That is improbable. It takes about half an hour to piece one together, using the system you've devised. Where do you want to start?
Oh my god. Okay, I'll look at one. Wait, it takes half an hour.
Yeah, the next world mural is a good one to start with.
Yeah. I'll take half an hour to review this.
This one is relatively easy to reconstruct. Overnight on 1202, a graffito, nay, a mural, appears on an 8-story tenement overlooking central Jamrock. The building is a sparsely inhabited ghost tower, part of a failed real estate development called Grand Couronne.
Grand Couronne.
The mural is enormous. 2 silhouettes, a man and a woman, are kissing. The text cut into their form reads, "True love is possible only in the next world. For new people, it is too late for us. Wreak havoc on the middle class.
Word.
People call it that thing and that fucking thing. It's visible for miles. In 2 days, the station's complaints desk gets clogged with requests to remove the bummer. You and your partner are assigned to the case.
Okay, who's my partner, though?
Hmm.
The graffito crew is easy to track down. Only the bell lectures have the literage of industrial paint to cover the surface. One of the graffito artists is rumored to be rich. They take responsibility for the execution, but not the design. The ideologue of the Next World mural, as the crew calls it, remains an unknown.
Oh, do I ever find out who came up with it?
The case files do not show you finding the author of the design. The crew agrees to clean up after themselves. However, your partner, JV, is against the removal, citing public support for conservation. This leads to a debate in Precinct 41, which then spreads to the streets of Jamrock, ending in a rare plebiscite organized by you and the rest of Row 3.
Row 3, huh?
The 9,000 people subjected to the mural's message, all of Lakeside, Central Jamrock, and Villa Lobos, plus half of the eminent domain, participate in the vote. Although the case begins with what appears to be a lot of rambling on the streets as to how juvenile and stupid the mural is, given a choice between 2 options.
This is art. Keep it. Keep it!
A staggering 78% of voters choose to keep it. Turns out the opposition were a loud minority, and that love truly is possible in the next world for new people, and it is too late for us.
Oh. Oh. I don't remember what I chose last time, so I'll just pick what speaks to me, I guess.
Yeah.
Other nations. That sounds fascist.
That is fascist, yes.
It's human nature.
Did anyone ask you what you believe in, man with the smelly toilet ledger? What do you want to tackle?
Shut up, Damage Ledger.
Done.
Alright, we'll come back later.
Much has changed
yeah.
in the meanwhile. A bunch of sodden papers still sags from the clipboard.
Oh, should I look at the clipboard? Should I look at I want to keep looking. Let's look at the yellow pages.
In the back,
Yeah,
you see
yeah.
thin, translucent copy of paper. Some neon yellow, some bright red. 3. The topmost are misconduct fines. The middle ones are station calls. And the bottommost, a monetary penalization ranging from 20 to 250 real. Severe cases allow for 1,000 real, but that requires special paperwork. The details of issuing these fines are spread out over the rest of the fields.
Okay, so this is stuff I can find other people for? I'm assuming?
Yeah.
Okay.
These are quite sinister in tone. They give a date and time for the person to appear at the specified precinct police station. Below the call, a dozen pages of thin copy paper, bright red in color. You see the parameters of a deceased human form waiting to be filled in. Age, sex, condition of internal organs, color of the irises, predation marks, condition of sexual organs.
Thanks, physical instrument. I didn't need that.
Yes, all that remains now is to fill those forms and hand them to people. Fines for wrongdoers, interview requests for bad guys, and field autopsies to dead guys.
Do the dead guys fill this out for me?
Yeah, you hand it to them.
Right? That's the implication.
Actually, this is a game about necromancy.
Yeah. Hi, can you fill this for me? I need to know how you died.
If you don't fill it out, I will find you.
Power hid within this pathetic mess. You feel better.
Thanks, Authority. I actually agree with you here.
The rest of the stinking cellulose is much worse for wear. Being sandwiched between the board and the rest of the paperwork must have spared the fragile copier paper.
And the clipboard.
It's made of dark blue plastic, hard enough to beat someone to submission with. The edges are rounded, however. The U4 size board feels thick and heavy in your hand. Light shimmers on its wet surface.
It's so wet.
On the back, you see the embossed letters RCM.
Shake the ledger.
Blue. The blue heart. Don't look into it.
Okay, Inland Empire.
Something rattles inside, ever so lightly. Is there a hidden compartment? The plastic shimmers like lapis lazuli, but it is not see-through. You cannot see to its center. With your hands, U4-sized pages hang from the clip screwed to the top of the board.
Okay, let's try opening it. Ooh.
The
Ooh.
two sides of the board appear slightly misaligned, like a drawer that's come off its slides. If you bend the plastic on your knee slowly, the slides snap back into place. It should be possible to just, you know.
Yes, let's... Well... We can be hesitant a little. Do it? Don't do it?
Do what?
I'm gonna hesitate. Let's hesitate.
What are you waiting for? Just. That's because you know where this leads to.
That doesn't sound like it's gonna be fun.
Alright, well, we're not here for fun. We're here for
Disco
self-reflection.
Elysium.
Yeah.
Without resistance or sound, the two panels move against each other. The compartment is now open. 2 ticket stubs and a handmade postcard. Two
Number 3 there.
pictures are split,
Right.
reaching their tentacles toward each other in the colored pencil drawings. The tickets permit access to the zoo in Revershaw East. The aquarium costs extra. These let you go there too.
Oh no, this is ex-wife related. This is ex-wife related.
In wax paper.
We're in fact married to
a piece of cardboard. Sounds like leaves rustling when you pick it up. You see violet flowers, floral patterns, patches of glue.
Smell it first. Do I get anything from this other than trash smell?
Yeah, you should smell it.
I
You
think
should smell it. You're here now.
Of chewing gum,
You're in it.
apricot flavor,
chewing gum.
a touch of cinnamon, the end of summer. You think the
Oh.
fruity. Familiar handwriting lines the inside of the card. Looped, round letters in a woman's hand. Harry, it begins. You're already reading. I wanted to write you a letter so you can read it when you wake up. Maybe it will make you happy.
Oh no. Oh no. Well, I learned my name, I guess.
Your hand shakes, holding the card. Every morning when I step out and you're asleep behind me, it says, I find a little piece of sadness in me. I carry it in my chest, down Voyager Road.
Oh no. She sounds actually like a lovely person.
Every step I take, it grows. By the time I reach the fuel station, it has filled me entirely. I step onto the light rail and look back. Sparks fall from the bow collector. I know it will be like this until late afternoon, when I get off the 42 and walk back to you. You. Every step I take will get lighter. It almost makes me run. Sometimes I do. I can't believe I met you. I can't believe the happiness I feel with you. You have a vast, vast soul, and I will always, always, always come back to it.
Okay. I'm crying.
Kisses, kisses, kisses. You feel the air sucked out of your lungs and the blood sucked out of your head. Everything around you gets dark. Small white dots appear.
Oh my gosh.
You feel the ledger slip from your hand. No, no, hold on. To what? There's nothing.
Detective, is everything all right?
Oh, dang. Was I supposed to be near, like, a counter or something?
No.
Should I have been sitting? Did I just lose a bunch of time? Dang it. Alright. Time to talk to my lizard brain again?
There is nothing. Again. Nothing sad, brother. No treachery.
Oh,
Just
no.
blackout.
Oh no.
Well, almost nothing. There is the ground below you. That's still there. And the small light that's on, fluttering, somewhere in the basal ganglia. That's me. Blue eyes, that's me.
Alright. Let's be brave.
Who was what?
He speaks of the sickening longing, the unwell emotion. Even in the darkness, he's grasping for it. Still trying to hold on to the great sorrows slipping in the water. Slimy.
Yeah, the slimy stuff.
Here in the paleo-mammalian cortex, we call it the shadow. Because it's always there.
Yep. The X something.
Bloated corpse of the past resurfacing.
Yes, that.
Don't prod at it. It will start moving again.
Alright. Voyager Road.
There is no Voyager Road. There are no roads, no houses, no lights in the windows. It's all on pause.
Okay.
You think they would let you? Until you disintegrate into biomolecules? No. Someone is breathing on your face now, inspecting your pupils, stupid idiot.
Yes, they're pouring something on you. It's in you. And
It's delicious.
Ooh.
Glowing lights on a dashboard emerge out of nothingness.
Thanks, Tim.
In the upholstered cabin of Lieutenant Kitsuragi's motor carriage, seated in the driver's basket, the air is thick with leatherworks and heavy fuel oil. Cold water runs down your chin.
Drink. Water.
Oh, we'll have the delicious thing.
The water is cold, silvery, the stuff of life itself as it pours down your parched throat. The pounding in your head recedes. The darkness parts.
Healing health didn't do anything for me.
Yeah, you were already healthy.
Yeah,
Drink.
Relatively.
Drunk water in
Relatively.
2 days. Did you know the human body is not made to survive on alcohol alone? You need a secondary form of hydration.
With greedy gulps, you down half a liter of cold water. Some of it spills on the driver's seat. The lieutenant pays no heed to it.
oh, it is just water.
What happened? You were reading your paperwork. Then you passed out. I carried you to my kinema to take you to a hospital. Then you came to. 10 minutes, maybe.
Yeah, let's just be radically open about this. or as radically open as we can.
That does sometimes happen.
That
Drop,
does
please.
sometimes happen.
Are you okay to proceed? Good.
A ledger of failure and hatred. So I can equip this? I can
No.
equip this.
You can interact with it though.
No, I just held it. I'm holding it. It gives me more Inland Empire and more empathy, but less authority. But how? It has forms and sheets. It should give me more authority. The Lieutenant's handkerchief. I treasure that, for sure. Oh, there's just more and more stuff now.
All right, let's do some stuff so that you don't get bogged down in reading all the text and burn out.
But there's lots of text, and also
There's so much text.
White Morning looks good. Do I have room for this? Not yet. Okay. I can internalize this soon. Yeah. Okay. All right. Let's go.
Let's see. What have you not? You haven't done the autopsy.
No, we haven't. We
Right.
need to talk to the dock
On your
workers.
task list.
Yeah. So we want to get
Find
the
booze and drink it. Report your. Oh, you could call the station. I wouldn't do that just yet. I would do some active stuff.
Yeah.
Let's
So
see.
getting the
Close
body
the
down,
trash.
access the harbor, and then there was a map somewhere, right?
Oh yeah, you couldn't get the body down, right? Okay.
Yeah, I need to get to the harbor. Is that to
Yeah,
the east?
harbor. Let's see. You failed the check to find the door in the yard, right? Or did you try that yet?
Find the door to the yard?
In the yard. There was a pallet that you were interested in, but couldn't tell why, I think.
Yeah, I guess I failed that because I don't know.
Okay. So yeah, I would go to the harbor. Do some weird stuff with the harbor guys.
Yeah, is that to the east?
You could also go and get your reality lowdown if you want, which is in the opposite direction.
Let's actually solve the case. It's okay to not talk to these people?
Yeah, I mean, you might want to talk to this one, actually.
All right. Hello,
A
person.
little bit of important Kim stuff.
Welcome to Rivachol.
Oh, wow. Yes, let's state the obvious.
Don't you welcome to Revachol me. My grandfather came here from a 3,000-year-old racist isolationist culture, while your ancestors came to this island a mere 300 years ago.
We're on an island? Cool.
Yeah.
Every school of thought and government has failed in the city, but I love it nonetheless. It belongs to me as much as it belongs to you.
Yeah, you tell him, Kim.
It's men like you who keep Revachol divided, making it that much harder for everyone to climb out of this post-war limbo.
I don't want to keep pushing, but there's like no other option to just listen.
Yeah.
All right.
I was gonna, yeah, let him do his thing.
Welcome to Rivachol. It's a lorry driver thing.
Immediate
I know exactly what you
mindless
mean.
backpedaling.
You think my kind doesn't belong here, that I should watch myself and behave. But you see, I'm an officer of the RCN. It's actually my job to make sure you behave. I would advise you to remember that.
Kim is cool as a cucumber.
Silence. The air between them becomes tense.
Fuck yeah.
Your partner needs backup. Now's your moment to shine.
I haven't learned anything I didn't know before.
The lieutenant exhales and resumes his regular calmness. You sense slight embarrassment for the outburst. Or is it pride? Impossible to tell.
Impossible.
Whatever you say, officers.
Oh, right. Was the mug, like, racist?
Yeah, racist mug.
Oh man, that's great. Look at that guy go. Haven't seen anything that funny in a while.
I guess it's not his.
God damn. Thanks for that, but no, it's not mine.
Oh. I just finished this, right?
Mm-hmm.
No, wait.
When you leave the conversation, you'll be able to.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah.
It's about biological determinism, natural law, the sorting of the races.
Oh, shut up, dude.
Not the most popular topic nowadays, with a coalition in charge and all. You might want to change the topic. That is
Actually, this guy is the most oppressed.
Common sheep.
This guy's the what? What?
The most oppressed.
Yeah.
Because he can't talk about racism anymore.
Yeah.
Clearly, that's something the coalition does a whole lot about.
Yeah.
The way he says it makes it almost sound like a threat.
Really too bad how racist lorry drivers are so downtrodden.
Yeah, so downtrodden. Oh, so you're just racist. Makes sense. Yeah, should we just be blunt? I don't want to pick any of these specifically. Like, I don't care.
Well, the more I'm not 100% sure, but the more you tell off racist, the more Kim will appreciate you.
Yeah, okay.
But you don't have to
Look,
engage with it.
I've read books. Huh? The science of racial theory has all been proved, even if some people don't.
Oh, fuck you.
People who've studied these things say that you and me are superior by design. So, naturally, we Occidentals should be in charge. Obviously, you can see the merits in that.
What's jump ahead mean? We skip ahead in time?
Yeah, you can have him explain evolutionary biology. What is that?
Yeah.
Evopsych? I don't know, whatever.
Yeah. Evolutionary
It's
bio.
nothing you haven't heard IRL.
Yeah.
It is obnoxious. But so you can skip ahead if you want.
Oh? Don't push your luck, runt.
Oh, well. And just cut off my my dialogue. Oh, okay. Internalize my thought.
Mazovian socioeconomics. 0.000% of communism has been built. Evil child-murdering billionaires still rule the world with a shit-eating grin. All he has managed to do is make himself sad. He is starting to suspect Krasmazov fucked him over, personally, with his socio-economic theory. It has, however, made him into a very smart boy with something like a university degree in truth. Instead of building communism, he now builds a precise model of this grotesque, duplicitous world.
Wait. Oh, interesting. So I lose stats, but I gain experience for being communist. That's interesting. I see. So I can also forget it if I want to, right?
Yeah, you can.
I can keep it, right?
Bonuses from the thought. Oh, yeah, so you'll get extra XP from saying
From saying
communist things now.
left wing.
That's good early in the game.
Yeah.
You might want to keep it for now until you have something else that'll boost XP.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, it doesn't mean you have to say all the communist stuff.
Right.
But the communist stuff is fun.
Okay, White Morning. No remembers this. Bottle of Commodore Red.
Puts on his disco clothes and gets smaller and smaller.
Yeah. Wait, so I can't internalize this because I have too many things equipped?
No, you need a skill point. A skill point will unlock an extra space for it, and then
Got it.
and then you can internalize it. You might need an extra point for that too. I don't think so though.
Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. Freak. What is here? Oh. It's a store.
You see several packaged raincoats fill a low shelf beneath a display of croissants and juice bottles. The raincoats are transparent, except for the big Fritta slogan on the back.
What is what? It's a raincoat. If you want to buy one, then it's only 4 real.
Okay, well, I want a raincoat, but I have no money.
The tear machine stands in the corner. A sign says, 1 bottle equals 10 cents.
No. You need tear to use the tear machine.
Rude.
Welcome to Frit. Feel free to look around or something. Everything is out on the shelves.
What's that magazine she's reading?
You mean this?
No. Well, that's fun.
This is Pop Stars. It's got, like, famous people in it. It's not for sale.
Very futuristic.
Very futuristic. Stupid famous people.
Yeah, they're kind of boring, but, you know. I don't know. Frit?
Why is it written with 3 T's?
I think they think that the extra T makes it funkier. It doesn't.
Alright. I want to see some of these other
I
options.
don't know. Frit, a 7 to 11 grocery store.
Okay.
I think they think that the okay. I'm not really supposed to be chatting to anyone, but I don't really know anything. I mean, I know it's there, but
Did you know the man who
not
died?
really. No. I didn't know him at all. I don't know, really.
She doesn't know anything.
No need to worry.
Mhm.
It's just standard procedure for us to ask around. If you hear anything, let us know, okay?
Okay. Uh-huh.
Tell me something about this.
Reality. You mean what reality?
Yeah,
rea-
economic.
I don't really know anything. I mean, I'm 15.
Alright, time to indoctrinate this 15-year-old.
That's why I'm working my ass off in Frit. So I guess, like, that's economic. I don't know. What about it?
Okay.
Cool.
I won't bother you. Yeah. Yellow roses. For friendship, right? Kim, you want some? Okay, looks like we're stuck. Ooh. Yeah, we're rich.
Hell yeah. Got a fraction of a real.
Oh, we can get through. Okay.
Scott?
Got
What did he just call you? Oh no, not this again. You just got away from that fucking kid.
Okay, I did not hear that.
A kind of a worm, content with mere survival. They come, they want to do our job for shittier pay, screwing over both themselves and us. Everybody loses. Beats me. Somewhere in the ground, I think. Gotta be bloody stupid or freaking evil to scab. Or I guess scared, maybe. But scared of what? Of who? Personally, I'd rather beg than scab. If the gentleman shouting on the street came begging, maybe they'd have gotten something.
Have you tried talking to them?
We've explained the matters, but they don't listen. This lot would be reasonable and go home if the big guy wasn't riling them up all the time.
Alright.
I was just messing with you. No one's ever seen a cop scab. Imagine, you cops going on a strike, but then another cop comes in and says, "Let us cop for less money."
That's pretty funny.
Speaking of, what brings the RCM here? To the Wild North? Come to see the strife? Murder, huh? That sounds like a lot of hard work. You'd never see me investigating a murder.
I like all these options.
It's actually very fun and easy. That's what line I think about a lot.
I'll pick it, yeah.
I don't believe you. Post L'Aventurier said the same thing. They tried to get me to be their postman. So fun, so easy, they said. It's just walking. It wasn't. I'm doing much better here at the harbor. Being an honest union man with a lot of free time on his hands.
Oh, I can look at the other options here, right?
Murder, huh? That sounds like a lot of hard work. Probably not. I wouldn't even know where to start with that. Much better here at the harbor.
I don't think there's a whole lot to
Murder,
do.
huh? That's okay. I have no idea what I'm doing either. I don't even know what day it is.
I like this guy.
Don't doubt me.
Yeah.
It's a better day that way. Body still hanging in the tree? Hey, that's a rough pickle. Can't help you with that, sorry. I'm not really an admirer of dead bodies. Might be someone else from the Union can render assistance. I don't operate in that capacity. I'm not a granter of passage. The passage grants itself.
No. Just walk up the
Beneath
stairs.
the jolliness, he suddenly seems doubtful.
Hmm.
Aye. Walk right past Measurehead and go in.
Hmm.
Yeah, the 2.5 meter tall Semini Supremus is there. Walk right past him, then press the button to unlock the door,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
then go past him again,
Uh-huh. Okay.
and you enter the arbor through the office. Está.
They're about the same.
The man whispers a jaunty tune, a coastal breeze.
Yeah, let's beg for money.
Sure thing, my friend. I can help you out.
Yeah.
The coin
No.
outstretched fingers and falls to the ground.
Oh, I'm sorry. Didn't mean to throw it like that. It's a thing we harbor folk do, passing around cargo and such.
Lol.
Was not
You
meant for
throw it at
provocation
each
or ridicule.
Yeah, apparently.
The boyadero stares at you with respect, then gestures towards the trickles of blood adorning your clothes.
I feel like that's not the... He just said something that wasn't
Yeah.
written. Okay.
Right, always glad to help out the RCM. We're on the same branch, you and I. Humans, I mean, not slithering scabs. You know, serious business. I'm sure the big boss will be glad to tell you. You'll have to ask him first.
He's a chatty guy, wants to talk about the strike. Return once you've met the union boss and are on a better footing with the organization.
Cool beans. Measurehead crushes all. Great. What's this say? Gre. Gre. Okay. Oh, how clever. In case of a strike, press button behind guard.
Mm.
Interesting. I have a thought. Okay. Looks like we have to go talk to this big guy. I was watching you play the game, Susanna. And I remember you died here.
Your body
Oh,
betrays your
yeah.
degeneracy.
Yes.
That's what I remember from this
This
interaction.
is a great start.
Yeah.
Yeah, Measurehead. His body totally betrays his degeneracy.
Say nothing, size him up first. Oh. I'm an empathetic type and not a fighting type. But let's look at him.
Are you admiring my morphophysiology?
Yes.
Sure.
It'd be frightening to stand in the shadow of this racial pinnacle. Be calm, Sandwich. You are not in danger because you are not a threat to me.
I think my authority is really low right now because I'm holding the clipboard.
Yeah, you can check it. You can go to your skills menu if you want.
My authority is
2.
2.
Youch.
Okay. Well, I guess I won't try being authoritative here. But I can still puff out my chest.
What is this
Yeah.
androgynous display of sexual maturity?
You hear your heart pumping, fast and irregular. Your joints ache and you feel old, but still alive, somehow.
Cool, thanks, Endurance.
Stop it! You are embarrassing yourself in front of this woman and your pedomorphic friend.
What did you just call Kim?
This display of weakness may appeal to older women with a stronger maternal instinct, but it is a liability here on Battlefield Martinez.
Okay, sir, you've got some toxic masculinity issues.
Jean-Luc, his body is betraying his degeneracy pretty hard. Maybe you can ask him to leave.
Okay, fine, I'll shower. Jeez. In-game. Alright, we're with the police.
That is precisely the negligence that has led you to succumb to Al-Ghul. You reek of it. An invisible sword of Al-Ghul emerges from your throat. You cannot see it, but others can. It is making the woman in my company sick.
Oh, alcohol.
Yes, Al-Ghul. Al-Ghul is an ancient Ilmaran poison, a parasitic fungus that has colonized your race. It is a trick the desert pygmies played on you for humiliating them and stripping them of their land. Correct, my small skull servant.
Cool. Talk to Kim.
It's not good.
It's like a rat crawled into your stomach, got drunk and drowned.
Hooray.
No, you don't. You need to get another drink.
Great.
Occidental Haplogroup B4 is done giving orders around here. The influence of the Am Sandwich race is waning.
Oh, let's not be aggressive.
Thank you for help. Attempting to pass via for cooperation. How far the Occidental haplogroup has fallen. You were once a noble and powerful race.
We were? Really?
You
Nice,
gave the
yeah,
world
yes.
eugenics, electricity, and powerful weapons of war.
Where is this
like
conversation going? What the heck?
static aircraft. You made great gains in metallurgy, race theory, and statecraft.
He's stating them like they're accomplishments.
Dominated lesser cultures, like the deformed Hemians and the inexplicably potato-obsessed Quakers.
Wow.
But now your ascent to the genetic summit has halted. You are obsessed with sadness and with frivolous pop culture.
I can't deny this last line.
Yeah, right? Not deny that part.
Wait. This is also kind of self-referential, I feel like. Because what is Disco Elysium but sadness and frivolous pop culture?
100%.
Right?
You will be superseded. Isn't that right, babe?
It is, baby, yeah. You know it.
There is a button right behind him, just out of reach.
I mean, I knew that.
It must be the one that opens the door to the harbor. This man is not budging. Let's hope his superiors inside are more cooperative.
We can't get inside, right?
Not at the moment. I'm gonna have to either go through Measurehead or put some points into Perception, I think is the thing that will do it. Otherwise.
He's not gonna cooperate. I can't fight him.
I mean, you can talk to him. You can start a dialogue with the 8-foot-tall Summonese supremacist.
Let's go.
We still need to get into the harbor. We need help with the tree situation. There must be another way.
Alright. Perception, right? Look at my inland empire.
Your Inland Empire is fantastic.
Right? I can't level.
Yeah, not yet.
Do I need to change out stuff?
So there should be a conversation that you can have with Measurehead right now that will advance things.
Alright, let's try it.
Last we saw, your race was being superseded by the Seminese. Enough with this begging. You should leave the stage of history with dignity by inviting the other races to a great world war. Bring your troops to the Seminine Islands and to Boogie Street, and we will put
This
you
guy's so weird.
lined with bottles of Al Hul, your beloved beverage. Inside,
This is your chance. He's talking.
Seriously?
The punching.
That's the homosexuality you call art, and your microencephalitic skulls.
Yeah, wow.
No, don't rip into anyone. You're sensitive. Remember? Communicate.
Oh, I don't like any of these.
Mhm.
We can talk about the tattoos, I guess.
Yeah. So doing the advanced race theory thing is not something that locks you into anything. It doesn't even have to get you fascist points.
Just try it.
Yeah, you don't have to. You could also try and punch him.
No.
Or go somewhere else, do some other stuff, and level up perception to go the other way.
Yeah, well, let's just try this then.
Yeah, you might as well try and see.
I think these are optional dialogues.
Yeah.
I'll start with this.
don't be vulgar. White or not has got little to do with this. The race enigma runs much deeper than that. Mr. Clare is a man of vision and means. He has the will to confront international capital. Something your race, naivistic communists, never did.
Oh, dang. Alright. Communism is pretty cool.
Idiotic communism is the single greatest contributor to your race descent. Everywhere around you,
STDs are
of its
due to
failure
communism?
challenge the world order. Individualism, rock and roll music, sexually transmitted diseases, above all, rampant multinational finance still reigning large. Tell me, where have you gotten your love of pathetic communism from? Degenerate youth culture? Rock and roll music?
Yes, rock and roll.
Rock and roll is moribund. Only Koikos listen to it anymore.
Neurogenerative
There is
herpes
no life left. I
and
am
heroin overdose.
surprised you enjoy it so much. This has happened to many of the side products of the inevitable cultural victory of the Seminoles race.
I've experienced head trauma.
I can see that.
Dude!
The Seminoles are the South Island race. Haplogroup A4A. The rightful masters of the Insulindian line. We are the future. That I am a descendant. The narrow streets of Ulimbuir are with me in my genetic dreams. I see young Seminoles women walk into the grey mass on
So, like,
Ile de Fantôme.
not first generation.
Waiting on No. I have heard about it on the radio.
He would be appreciative if you did not further chase this line of inquiry in front of the women.
Okay, cool.
Yes.
I think this racist is better than the last, but the next racist will be the really good one. There always is.
Race is reality.
Talk about the tattoos.
Racists are generally not very good examples of their race. I am not like them. I am craniometric perfection. I have taken the trouble to permanently draw a phrenologic grid on my skull and features. This should dispel any doubt. Correct.
Alright, let's try this. +1 tactful in front of the women.
Ask what kind of races there are first. Classification is core to this stuff.
Alright.
Do you?
This is for the thing.
The lieutenant looks toward the harbor's electronic door, and then
This is for the thing.
This is for the thing.
sigh.
You are obviously a liberal, Sailorite. A polyculturalist. I can see it from your love of microtechnology and your sartorial choices. There are 3 categories of race. Type A, the heroic races. Type B, the servile races. And the vile CF race cauldron of pederasty.
Isn't that
Which
sick?
one do you need education on?
That's
Obviously, the vile CF race cauldron of pederasty.
I knew you would go straight for the vile cauldron. Everyone does. You'll need to first learn about Type A and B to appreciate the depravity of the chimeric races.
Yeah, I mean, otherwise, it just won't make any sense.
Thanks, girl.
Yes, it would seem nonsensical.
Yep.
Tim agrees. He keeps writing a file folder.
Areopagite, and the Occidentals, excluding the Maun, of course. The Maun are riddled with eczema to the point where they find it impossible to smile. They are all lactose intolerant, a common result of inbreeding.
Dude.
A receding genetic pool has led the Maun on reprehensible street parades in Maun cities like Stadskanal and Vredefort, wearing wooden clogs on their feet and little green tassels on their hats.
So this is the heroic type?
The Vespertines,
No,
Messenians
right?
of Vesper and Messina.
I don't know.
Yeah.
the
You don't have to
ancient
try and
Theorians,
understand the race.
Yeah, this is
Probably-
ridiculous.
Antixi, the Suran,
Propensities.
la Clé, the other
There will not-
large mondial civilization
So this is more like astrology.
are too yellow and
Kinda, yeah.
to count as a heroic race.
They have a glandular problem.
They are overproduction of sebum. Sebum is leaking into their brains.
Now he's
making
digging
them listen
into
to every
mariachi. What?
and eat toxic minced meat-based food, which in turn only produces more sebum. As proven by the Maun and the Mesk, Occidental type A is in retrograde. The Semini
This is astrology.
Ajit are on the ascent.
Yeah.
The indigenous people of this, the Insulindian archipelago. The Simonese inhabit the Areopagites are the master race of the Ilmaran deserts. The Simonese are descendants of the Areopagites. We came here during a
Wow,
heroic
there's a lot here.
migration. The Areopagites are sleek, long-headed. The Simonese are powerful, mesomorphic. The former is an immutable progenitor, unchanged since the Super Isola of Pericarnassus. Ancient brains rest in their
It's clear that the ladies like him for his body and not for the way he talks.
The latter is perfected and adapting. Together they form the Simeno-Areopagite, or Simeopagite Super.
Nature was not capable of more.
Type B are the unheroic races, amorphous non-competitors of the great. To an untrained eye, the Koiko appear white and pinkish.
Ah, ham sandwich.
a ham
Like me.
sandwich.
I see.
Look into their eyes and you will see. They are of an indistinct muddy color, and so is their skin. Unhealthy, sweaty, and ashen.
This guy's so rude.
Pinkness is a racial quality that has to be earned through centuries of advanced ballistic warfare and cultural.
That's another one that sticks in my head. Pinkness is a racial quality that has to be earned.
For drinking alcohol and smoking the digest.
For eating potato.
tobacco, and for eating potato.
Right. You're pink because you drink and smoke, and no one else does that. Right. Got it.
The Koiko, the countless micronationalities au grade, are
Potat.
all inexplicably obsessed with potat. The only thing they like more is dividing into micro. Revacholians,
I'm gonna make
halfway
her
between
forget this
Tipa and Racial Cauldron. Two mixed to know right from wrong. You tried your degenerate little revolution, which was the single greatest failure committed by humans in our 82,000-year history on this planet.
Alright. And then we just condense everyone else.
Tips CF are a museum of failed chimeric experiments and tragic maladaptations. They are tortured creatures waiting to be put to sleep. Your morbid interest in them, lesser races like the mosquito, grotesque mixture of a masked woman and a Seminese man. Only possible
What the
if
heck?
the mother is masked and the father Seminese. The other way around, they fail to
What the
produce
heck?
offspring.
Yeah.
Dude.
The mosquito is born sterile, like a donkey. All they have left is to ride customized motor carriages with hydraulic suspension, listening to aggressive El Mariachi music to vent their impotent despair.
I'm kind of fascinated.
Right? It's just so incoherent.
Right? It's just like
It's just like, tell me more, Grandpa. What the fuck are you talking about?
clearly just doesn't like mariachi music.
Then there
He's got a real problem with potatoes and mariachi.
Right?
Are you sure you wish to know of the Simino Koiki Chimera? It is not an aesthetic site.
Yeah, let's hear about it.
The Koiko, as you know, are very servile, especially when they meet the rich man. Racial scientists have toyed with the idea of crossing the Seminese with the Koiko.
Dude.
Use a super worker of Seminese strength and grad servile. This will never happen. The Seminese and the Koiko may have similar interbreeding problems as the mosquito. We will never know precisely.
Dude, what the heck, dude?
There is a strange sadness in his tone, a less than heroic melancholy this time.
Okay. Yeah, let's bring it up.
The heart that pumps the hemoglobin is mysterious, and so is its dark will. Enough of these personal matters. Have you been educated to all the rasotype now?
He does not seem angry, nor does the woman look affected. She just twirls her hair. Perhaps they've been through this and established an accord.
You understand nothing. To solve the great race enigma, you have to first ask yourself, what is the race enigma? You have not even worded the mystery, let alone solved it.
Okay.
We will see.
Access to the Union is important for our investigation, but there may be another way without becoming a race theoretician.
Is Kim gonna judge me for
I'm
accepting?
mildly worried he might take it seriously, the lieutenant thinks. Yes, I am, he concludes. I am worried.
Alright, what do I do here, Susanna?
I don't think it actually loses you rep with him though.
Yeah.
So you can do it, and then it's a thought that you have to internalize, and then you can forget it if you want to.
You need to internalize
you can go there.
what you have heard here today, then return to me. This clarity does not come instantly.
Dang it, so I actually have to think about it.
I cannot possibly imagine what else we have to discuss, Tibere Vacholian. Your love for disco music and venereal disease?
Here. Here's a funny mug.
He does not so much as glance at
Fucking love STDs.
Stop showing me your pathetic cup.
Does he strike you as the kind of man who puts mugs into trash?
Alright. Okay, got a thought.
Hobocop.
I am now a hobo cop.
Technically, you wouldn't be a cop anymore, but a hobo. That would mean game over for the cop chapter of your adventures. But who knows where the hobo part takes you? To the bar? The old L'Assommoir? To the pier or the sewers? To Le Royaume, where for 300 years they interred the dead. You could plunder royalist crypts for long-forgotten triple malt bourbon. Then fight the Arden-Macan beast that lurks the bottommost sepulchres. The secrets of the city are all yours at last.
Ooh, more shivers. I love it.
Mm.
Heckin'. Everyone's there, the whole race gang. But some that you may have come up with yourself. This is so weird. Okay, well. I'm a hobo cop
It's a
now.
strange vibe for the early game.
Yeah.
Because this is not like... Becoming a race scholar is not in any way the focus of this game. You can totally be a fascist, and, you know, there's a whole thing about that. And it's actually not, it's not for real life racists, I think, which makes it interesting.
Yeah, yeah.
But, yeah, yeah, it's not a vibe.
Can I sneak across this? Alright. It feels like I just need more experience to do other things.
Yeah, I would maybe go do the reality lowdown. That conversation gets you a bunch of XP.
Sounds.
And you will have lots of opportunity to say communist, which will get you more XP.
What's this? Clothes for winter.
Oh god, the horns.
The horns? The music?
Really like it.
Have I talked to this lady yet? I think so, right?
Yeah, you got gloves from her, right?
Yeah. Cool. I think there were some... Oh, I have a thought. Maybe a sea monster did this. Yeah, let's talk to these guys, right? Or, wait, we wanted to do... What were you saying?
I was saying do the reality lowdown for some XP. That is up at the dock on the other side, so down to up
Talk to a
the
rich
left.
person. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Let's look up here, though.
No, not in there. In fact, don't click on all the orbs, because there's a thought you can get in the reality lowdown conversation that will make the orbs give you more XP.
Okie dokie. Ooh. Looking fancier. The house. Do I go in?
A sturdy metal door guards the southwest entrance to the apartment building.
Doesn't seem like it. There's nothing here.
Use your rich person.
Huh?
On the boat.
On the boat. Oh, there's a person here.
A striking woman leans against the cabin top of her sailing boat, smiling as you approach. Her green raincoat glistens with droplets. A silk scarf is tied around her throat.
Good afternoon, officers. I'm Joyce.
She recognizes us.
Joyce L. Messi. I represent the board of Wild Pines, the owners of the harbour. You gentlemen must be from the RCM.
I would actually do whatever niceties you're going to do, but then exit the conversation when you have a chance and save, because there's a lot of different things that can happen in this conversation.
Nothing, honestly. I've said it to every drunk in town, and you're the first one who's responded.
That's really funny.
That's pretty funny.
Phaeton, my maiden name. I meant you, the Revachol Citizens Militia, the police. I'm glad to see you here. I was dispatched to handle a strike, not a lynching. Anything I can do to assist the RCM in this matter, I will, gladly.
That is good to hear, madame. My colleague will take the lead on this interview. I should let you know that he is recovering from an unusual medical episode. Very unusual. But I can assure you of his ultimate competency.
There's a trace of irony in his voice. Mischief, even. The lieutenant is hatching some scheme.
Okay.
How interesting. I wish you a swift recovery. In the meanwhile, you have my full cooperation, and the full cooperation of the Wild Pines group.
It's hard to get a read on her precise disposition, but she appears helpful.
Right. All right. Let's see.
Of course, Detective. Take care.
Hold on. What's this stuff? That's a lot. Okay. Let's dive into this.
You're back. Good. What can I help you with?
We'll start with you're on a boat.
Why, yes I am.
Don't you ever forget.
Yeah.
Of course there are. We're on an archipelago. How else are you supposed to get around?
There is a pinch of defensiveness in her voice, but it is playful.
Yes, we are. We are on Le Caillou. We are. And the city of Revachol is on the island of Le Caillou. I haven't seen anyone else drive a souped-up Capri Kenema motor carriage either.
Oh, damn.
Actually, that motor carriage has been specially issued to serve as a patrol and pursuit vehicle.
Okay, Kim.
It's for crossing long
Right,
distances
yeah.
in Greater Revachol Industrial Harbor. It's not a toy.
Okay.
What is this? A toy, I mean. It's a machine for crossing long distances in the Bay of Revachol, between the city and the islands. The boat? No. It is called Cor de Leyte 19 because that's the type of sloop it is.
The word "it" feels strange. Such a beautiful boat deserves a proper name.
Yes, Inland Empire.
A breeze ripples through the sails and tugs at your hair. Below, the sleek, fish-like shape of the hull parts the water. Beneath that, a resounding darkness. You're reminded of something. Or someone.
Is it an ex-wife?
Okay. How about Cor de Leyte 19? Why? Because it was manufactured in Revachol East by a company called Cor de Leyte, and its hull is 19 paces long.
How about Dolores?
Why Dolores? Well, it means nothing to me. I think I'll stick with the factory name. But thank you for the suggestion.
I'm glad we named it.
This is a pleasure craft, a 19-pacer. It also happens to be rated for Category 1 racing. Though these days I mainly use it for business. My sloop? I like it a lot. It's the eel's hips, baby.
Okay.
I'm enjoying this part of the interview. It has so little to do with the murder we're investigating.
I don't think he's enjoying it.
I really do, the lieutenant thinks. Is she thrown off yet? He's looking at
Oh,
the woman, assessing her.
he is enjoying it. Okay.
Officer, I assure you I'm a highly qualified pleasure craft operator.
The crowns of her teeth are porcelain, white as the boat's hull as she smiles.
Cool.
Qualified pleasure craft operator. So charming. Where's the damn license?
Oh.
I just renewed its safety inspection last month, officers. It is completely seaworthy. In fact, it's taken part in not one, but two Insulindic regattas. Even finished once. The other time, I would have finished the race were it not for an urgent work matter, much like the one I'm on now.
Do I? Maybe I don't push for the license just yet. Nah.
Actually, you don't. The Wayfarer Act specifically denies the RCM the authority to demand anyone's operator license. It's a little known fact.
Oh, what?
No officials. I was just being polite. Even school children know the Wayfarer Act. No need to politicize this. You may still ask for the lady's passport.
Yeah, let's... No. Do I need the passport?
No. I mean,
Of course.
I don't remember what
Questions
it
about the boat, sir?
does or doesn't do for you.
The graciousness of her response makes you feel glad you didn't hassle her about her papers for no reason.
Okay.
Good.
Oh, there is a lot of options.
Yeah.
I can beg. All right, well, we'll start with the reality.
This reality.
The aim is to gain a deeper understanding.
I can't decide between one or two. We'll start with one.
A sort of spiritual quest. Something of ancient Ilmaran origin.
Yeah, spirit.
You will find him a big fan of the ancient ways. It's part of his condition.
Nothing wrong with ancient ways. Our modern ones aren't necessarily better. Ask away, officer. I'll help however I can.
Huh. Rich and willing to answer your questions. That's cool. Excellent.
All right, you're in. Begin with the first one. You'll appear worldly.
Wow. So many. Let's start with where are we?
We're in Martinez, baby. Martinez is a district of Revachol. A very small district tucked away near the industrial harbour. North of the 881 and Jamrock. You would be excused for not knowing about it. Unimportant, they say. Forgotten, even. Shelled to smithereens during the Revolution. It has its charms, just not this time of year. I'm not a good ambassador. I've only been here once before, as a teenager. Not a lot has changed. There are ruins, a terminal, fishing boats, reeds, boys with boxy shoulders.
Ah, hinting at a history.
A brief spike of longing in her upright body. The dots under her eyelids shake.
Damn.
This place used to be a province. A workers' resort before the city swallowed it and the artillery did its work. The reeds are the real star of the show here now. The further down the coast, the wilder it gets. Yes, I was slumming it with some girlfriends of mine. We had boats and... Don't hold it against me. The boys certainly did not.
There's a spark in the air, a live wire hanging in the wind, in your hungover neocortex. Then the sea air cools it down.
Okay, electrochemistry. What is that again? Oh, it's not a skill. Oh, here it is.
Electrochemistry? Yeah, it's sex and drugs.
Yeah. And love.
It's not really a sea, it's the Bay of Revachol. And yes, we're on an island in an ocean. The world's largest...
Vast, lukewarm and unknowable, flowing in and out of sight.
Caillou, as you already know. Imagine a pebble. A smoothed over pebble amidst a great blue sea, misshapen, cracked. The cracks are the river Esperance. We're in the delta of this river on the 6th branch, the Martinez distributary.
Ooh.
It is clear this pebble is of enormous value to her.
Interesting. More fundamental.
I would be happy to.
Oh,
What
okay,
is
no.
a preposterous...
Let's go
We're
back.
in Martinez, a casual term of endearment popular among the 50-plus crowd. It's a disco holdover, pay it no heed.
I'm a disco holdover.
Aren't we all? Martinez is a district of... You would be excused for not knowing about it. Revachol. Revachol is what you call a city. The great kind.
As if it's self-explanatory. Beyond patriotism. A fact.
History detective. They built this city to resolve history. Our part in it, at least. Our centuries. The nations of the Occident, or migrant workers from Seminine and Ile Marat, depending on your creed. In the DeLorean century, 380 years ago, they say it's where the terrible questions of our time will be answered. The tensions are highest, the fault lines deepest.
Interesting imagery, because like we walk past a bunch of cracks, like in the center of this, like of
Yeah.
the town square. She describes the island like a pebble with cracks running through it, right?
Hmm.
And then now here, there's like this fault line imagery as well. That's
By
interesting.
that
Yeah.
I mean conflicts. Ideological conflicts. The stuff of men. We are standing on a fertile, self-sufficient island able to sustain up to 200 million people.
That's huge.
In the middle of the Insulindic Ocean. The world's connective tissue. It's where the money is. I think it's fair to say so. Martinez is about
Where the skyscrapers.
22 kilometers from the center of the world. That soldering iron is the bank of the world building. The bottom floors are Insiacom. Coalition government, Insulindian Mission Command.
Silence. She lowers her hand.
All right, Shivers, speak to me.
The water, the light. It's
Okay.
as though you're seeing
Thanks,
it for the
Bye.
first time. There is no recognition, only the immensity of the sea and the cold radiating from it.
Oh.
She observes your eyes scanning the horizon, then breaks the silence, slowly.
Derealization. Jamais vu.
Now that is a good thought. And you almost have a skill point.
Yeah. Is this the realization that we're in a game?
I mean,
This is one thought you need to complete.
no.
Where are
It's-
you?
Was there something else you wanted to know? I remember something about a lowdown.
I am getting a low down.
This has been informative. Thank you, man. I'm sure my memory-impaired partner has many more questions to ask, about even more fundamental aspects of reality.
Kim's so
Don't I
patient.
suggest not asking them all right now? And Messier will be here later too, and tomorrow. Isn't that true, man?
Absolutely. My commitment here is long-term.
But I want to know everything now.
That is understandable, but perhaps it's better not to eat all your candy at once.
Okay, fine.
Indeed. I'm always at your service.
This is a white check, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Also a white check.
Oh, yeah, don't do the conceptualization one yet. Your odds will go up once you do the derealization thought.
Yeah, I figured. Okay, I'm gonna start with this though. And then I'll actually interrogate her.
Mm-hmm.
It remains a mystery what you mean by this something close. This isn't about you. It's about reality.
Alright then.
Glad to have been of assistance. The little that I know. Anything else I can do?
Alright. We'll do the actual interrogation.
What we do. I'm afraid I don't speak for Wild Pines as a whole. The Pines' core competency is logistics. container shipping, freight, that sort of thing.
Okay.
See those? And that is the terminal. Another subdivision deals with energy, oil and gas exploration, offshore platforms. I'm not at liberty to discuss the company balance sheet, but I can tell you that last
That's a lot of
year,
money.
the company...
A billion?
Failure.
It's a number, officer. A big one. It's made of 1,000 millions. A million is made of 1,000 thousands.
Wow.
20 billion is a large number, but the conglomerate employs 72,000 people. They all need to be paid. Then there are capital improvements, interest payments. A conglomerate the size of the Wild Pines is like a shark. If it stops moving, it will die. Then what becomes of those 72,000 families? It's a tremendous responsibility.
Really, the Wild Pines is philanthropist.
Yeah. They're
Really,
you know,
capitalism is extremely good for everybody.
they're feeding the people.
They
Yeah.
started as an exploration and cargo fleet conducting trade between the Samaran and Insulindian Easterlers. 200
So many proper nouns.
when Pine explored the South Simonese and charted Lormantanga on behalf of the suzerain. Centuries of care, deliberation, and madness have gone into this endeavor. Vessels pass through the great unrest to re-emerge with apricots in tow. The logic of the system is totalizing.
So
It's taken everything from its employees to build it.
this is an important trade hub, basically, or trade stop.
You mean aside from being the terminal's legal owners, who are responsible for moving 8% of the world's cargo?
Ho ho ho, let's be communist.
We built this district.
We built this city.
All the best parts of it. Rue de Saint-Ghislain, with its bastions, the plazas Meteor and Mosaic, even some of the old street lamps have been put back thanks to the investments from the WP. Before Martinez was swallowed by the industrial harbour, even before it was part of Revachol, long before
It was a
Terminal
resort.
was a company getaway, for a weekend or a summer holiday. Then came the revolution. But that's another matter. I'm here to make sure the Pines can fulfill their responsibilities to the place they built.
Okay, I have a skill point.
Hopefully, says her warm tone.
Okay, what's happening? Oh, there's... What's going on? What is this map?
Oh, yeah.
I
You
don't
can get
have
it
a
at the bookstore.
Yeah, okay. Cool, cool, cool.
That also enables fast travel, which you don't actually need yet.
So you're recommending more perception, right?
Available right now.
More perception?
Yeah, perception, or you can unlock one of those other white checks that you
Oh, so skill points can only be used
you
for...
want to avoid going through measurehead though. Yeah, perception.
Okay, so... Advanced race theory if I want to get past measurehead, or perception if I want to avoid it, right?
Yeah, and then jamais vu. Just in general will be good
Yeah.
to have. That one doesn't take too long. How long does advanced race theory take? Race theory is pretty quick, I think.
An hour 40.
You just have to contemplate race for an hour and 40 minutes.
Yeah, yeah.
Race astrology.
Ugh.
You really don't have to.
Yeah, let's...
However, actually, advanced race theory does give you +1 conceptualization, which will help with that reality
stuff.
white check. Yeah,
Yeah,
and then
that's
you can
fun.
unlearn it if you want to.
I get to choose, right?
Yeah, and internalizing the thought doesn't mean you become like a fascist. You can respond to measurehead however you want.
Yeah.
You just have to think about it, and then you can come back and be like, "This sucks" or whatever.
Right, and actually talk about it on his level, essentially.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. I think I have to...
But you can also do perception and try and get in that door again.
just having more perception is fun too. It might just be useful in general. Yeah.
Yeah, sometimes, yeah.
Let's go through. Let's go through the guy. All right. Let's do this. So. Okay.
So you can go on with the investigation in the meantime, and actually going through the conversation will probably get you pretty
Enough.
quickly to internalizing that thought.
Yeah.
Everything. Right up to, but not including, trade secrets.
Trade secrets.
Why does she have to say it so sexy? Why are you such a MILF, Joyce?
Because she's still hung up on that boy with the square shoulders or whatever.
Mm.
Yeah.
Hey, what shape are your shoulders?
Probably
pretty square.
They're probably square.
Probably square.
Kim's got. I guess they're not that square. Mm-hmm.
First, you'd have to repeal the Emergencies Act of Trade in Aliments that gives me the right to silence. It's quite the octopus.
An octopus.
Good luck is only kept in place by the vested interests of half the civilized world, including your own.
What the ma'am means is that the Emergencies Act and the RCM both get their authority from the coalition government.
But I am derailing us. You wanted to know about the strike. I believe the official title is Senior Labor Negotiator. In practice, I'm a grocery clerk. I relay the union's demands to Wild Pines and return with Wild Pines' counteroffer.
And how are the talks going?
They're not. That's the problem. The union stopped all negotiations a week ago, after that awful lynching took place. Now they won't even let me into the harbour. There's a 2-meter-20 racist behemoth blocking the gates.
I want to choose this.
I haven't gotten that one before.
Let's choose it.
Yeah.
So you've met him. Has he beguiled you with his inane theories?
My colleague has his peculiarities. Let's not go into this particular one just yet.
Of course. To each their own.
Wow.
He was just desperate to not talk about advanced racing.
I'd hoped for when I first arrived.
That guy went on about it for a while.
Yeah. You could have internalized a number of thoughts in the time it took you to talk about it.
And when did you first arrive?
I arrived 3 weeks ago. Yes, in the middle of February. The bay was still partially frozen then. I prefer to do these things on site, like the RCM.
But the strike began in December.
I wasn't the original negotiator here. I took over after Mr. Gaumont hit a wall with Mr. Clare, the union boss. Mr. Clare refused to speak with Gaumont despite concessions he'd granted the union in prior negotiations.
Particular man.
This time the union has gone on strike?
Heavens no. There have been 2 prior strikes. Both times the union won significant concessions, including overtime pay and a medical plan. This time their demands are more, I guess you could say, aggressive. Mr. Clare told him to, how did he put it? Fuck off, midget. Gaumont is short of stature, you see.
Oh, that's not cool. Not cool.
Keep in mind, this is a negotiator Mr. Clare has worked with before, and who was more than fair with him and the union. There are leaflets everywhere, and banners. What did they say again? Oh yes, every worker, a member of the board.
Huh. I like it.
Then you might also like their other slogan, demand democracy.
Not hard communist enough for me.
Personally, I agree. It lacks the pizzazzo of every worker a member of the board. It's quite simple, you see. Every time the Wild Pines group makes a decision about what, about anything really, it needs the signature of each of the 2,200 workers in its Martinez terminal. Just so you understand, this is but one of 22 terminals owned by Wild Pines. Essentially, not only are they kings of the company, They are also kings of the 72,000 employees of Wild Pines Group.
Oh. That's pretty fun.
They're having a blast. But how can they afford it? After 4 months, my assumption was they would prefer a more practical solution. I'm not sure. Naturally, I assumed that was just their opening position, a hard-nosed tactic with a side of mockery. But there's been no follow-up, just the same nonsensical slogan repeated over and over again. And now, people are getting lynched, I hear. Behind the whirling in rags. A disastrous situation if there ever was one.
Excuse me, from whom did you hear about this lynching?
I first heard it from the boyar at the gates. The one whose very name advertises his aversion to work. I think he said it was, "Call me mañana."
Oh yeah, that guy.
This checks out.
The scabs? You mean the huddled masses of Jamrock, come to plead for work where the Union refuses to? If they were organized by Wild Pines or its affiliates, then it would be a company secret. I could not share it
So
with
they
you.
were organized.
Right
by
now, at
Pines.
least. Everard Clare is a man of the utmost integrity. If you can say one thing about him, it's that he always puts the interests of the workers first. Of course not. Everard is fantastically corrupt. I imagine he has a thick, viscous goo where you and I have blood.
Interesting.
If you were to prick it with something sharp, you could see it oozing out. A knife, maybe? No, a rapier.
Right, let's get a rapier stat. But yeah, let's talk about the rapier.
Oh heavens no. We get along just fine. Yet now that you mention it, I can't stop imagining that black treacle just dribbling down his double chin.
Can't be that bad.
He is the most corrupt individual I have ever seen, and I deal with men like him for a living. If there is anyone more venal, more irredeemably nepotistic, then it's his twin brother, Edgar. Yes, Edgar looks exactly like his brother, except for that lazy eye. He also talks exactly like Everard does, and when one's term as foreman is up, the other takes over.
Okay, twins. That's
It's
fun
how
in a
they
murder mystery.
circumvent the term limits, you see, with a funny little switcheroo. While in office, they've embezzled God knows how much of their workers' dues. The Débardeurs Union was once a perfectly normal institution. 20 years ago, anyway. It must not have been easy to establish under the Emergency Act, but they did it. I can respect that. Organized labor at its best, as they say. Then something happened in the local chapter elections. The brothers Clare came and transformed it into a... how do you say?
A mob. The Débardeurs are a crime syndicate. Sad as it may be, I suspect we'll be forced to cooperate with them.
Refreshingly honest, officer. The company has tried appeasing in the past, but I'm afraid our concessions have only emboldened Everard and his brother. And your opinion, detective, if I may ask? I'm a curious and talkative person, you see. Would you say the Débardeurs Union is...
Is there a communist option that also condemns them?
No.
I'll just pick Giant Meat then. Agree with Kim.
and a hungry one? Sadly, Wild Pines have cooperated with what amounts to a crime syndicate for 2 decades. However much you feed the leech always hungers.
Alright, election.
I'm glad you asked. There was a woman, the previous forewoman of the Union. She disappeared.
Ooh, missing woman.
Disappeared?
Yes. On the last day of the local chapter elections, her daughter phoned in and said she wasn't running anymore, or coming to work. Ever. End of story.
Some kind of extortion.
Indeed. The company suspects foul play, but there's nothing they could do. It was a union matter. The point of the presentation is, these kinds of things happen around the Clares. Watch out when you're dealing with him.
Thank you for your concern, ma'am. We'll be just fine.
Of course. How else can I help?
All right, lynching.
Quite a few things, I'm afraid. The information I'm to share with you includes sensitive trade secrets. For the sake of my employer, I have to ask for your names and badge numbers.
Secret task complete. Interesting. Experience plus 10. Cool, cool, cool.
Of course, ma'am. We should have introduced ourselves. I am Lieutenant Kitsuragi from Precinct 57, and this is my colleague from Precinct 41. I'm afraid he doesn't have his badge at the moment. I hope mine will suffice.
How curious. Why is that, Detective?
Awkwardness washes over the conversation. The woman doesn't like this turn of events.
Ah, that's our only option.
I see. So, are you saying you lost your badge during the course of this episode?
I'm not an alcoholic. I just don't remember anything.
Oh dear. I suppose this does explain some of the more curious turns in our conversation.
He remembers.
As I said, ma'am, his technique may be very unconventional, but he is an officer of the RCM.
Of course, I sympathize, but I'm afraid I simply can't share anything more until I've seen that badge.
What? Joyce, come on.
Joyce, we're buddies.
Negotiator. She should be open to some sort of mutually beneficial arrangement.
Ooh, +1 sympathy for your amnesia. Am I talking to my suggestion?
Hmm?
If I ask what kind of arrangement would it be? Is that me talking to myself?
It might be, not in quotes.
I mean, favors for favors. A dirty alliance of some sort.
Alright, let's try this. It's a red check. Let's do it.
Yeah.
Oh, I get a +1 for a dirty alliance.
Easy. Just offer her a favor. Like I said, nice and dirty.
I will be frank with you. If I'm going to break protocol, I need to be able to justify it to my superiors. They're going to want to see something very tangible.
You're in, but expect her to drive a hard bargain.
Oh, maybe I just need to find my badge.
Reports from inside Terminal B suggest it's a hub for the local drug trade. This is an open secret in Martinez. The Union controls the terminal, so it goes to reason.
They're profiting from this trade.
The company has tried looking into this matter before, to no avail. Perhaps someone with your authority and resources might turn over the right stones.
Okay, stopping drug
You
trade.
can recover your badge. Though if I may be blunt with you, it sounds like that may be a lost cause.
Detective, a word in private before we continue.
Interesting. Alright. Autosave.
This is not going quite as I hoped it would, Detective. Honestly, I was expecting you to use your unorthodox technique to keep her off balance, and not volunteer us to be her henchmen.
Really? I thought it was going so well.
Well, you thought wrong, Kim.
This woman is running circles around us. She might have known about your misplaced badge all along, or she's simply an adept improviser. Either way, we've played straight.
So I made a mistake by succeeding in my check.
No, I don't. I think this conversation goes like this.
No matter what. Yeah.
I mean, you can ignore it twice, but
I'm sure you will, Detective. No. If there is reasonable suspicion, we must investigate. Otherwise, she could claim we are siding with the Union, or that we are on their take. We'd never hear the end of it. What I propose is, we ask her, then we investigate, briefly. But do not share the outcome of this investigation with her. We tell her it's done, and give her information on the lynching. Oh, That would be fantastic, but do we have the time? The world is large, and your badge is 8 by 6 centimeters.
Going back to the pebble in a... What was it? Pebble in an ocean metaphor.
You could request a new one from the station, but that would literally take months.
Huh. Okay. We could also push her on the license if she's asking us for a badge. 32%. All right. I think we just keep talking to her then.
Yeah.
You're back. Good. What can I help you with?
Yeah, let's talk more about reality.
More lessons in basic reality? My favorite part of the day. Go ahead, ask me anything.
Oh, it unlocked.
Yeah, we can try again.
When you get one of those little bonuses from other parts of the
6
conversation,
kilometers southwest
Yeah.
of the Valley of Dogs, Junior Officer Chad Tilbrook takes aim at a rabid black dog licking its wounds in the grass.
Oh no.
To his left, his partner, Emil Mullins, whispers, "You heard what happened to Tequila Sunset in Martinez?" "Yes, he lost his mind," Tilbrook answers, fingers on the trigger. "Don't worry, Emil." He pulls it out slowly. Slowly now. He'll find it again.
Is that me? Tequila Sunset.
Mhm.
Harry Tequila Sunset.
Yes.
We always do.
You're an officer of the RCM. Preciso Mundo.
What is
Nothing more nor less than the de facto law enforcement body of post-revolutionary Revachol, Detective.
Yes, we are the Revachol Citizens Militia.
Are we?
We are.
Yes, that means not de jure. The RCM acts in what is poetically called the twilight of international law, both at the behest of the coalition government and to its chagrin. The RCM's responsibilities are defined by the Emergency, Wayfarer and Aliments Acts, 3 pieces of legislation keeping the city in a, let's be honest, laissez-faire stasis to the benefit of foreign capital.
All 3 are good to know when we are out policing.
Interesting.
There's nothing basic about your role, Detective. It's true that the RCM keeps everything the way our seemingly permanent provisional rulers like it. Yet, on the other hand, I know these people. I deal with them daily. Let me tell you, dear, they are not fans of you.
Because we have authority to act against them as well?
The post-revolutionary decade was a disaster for the coalition government. Revachol in the 20s was hell, especially on the west side of the river. Gang warfare, a botched privatization scheme, a nuclear pile meltdown. They called it the international zone because no nation wanted to claim responsibility. The RCM restored peace where the coalition failed. A true blue citizens' initiative. They will never forgive you.
We have history and clout.
That's somewhat of an exaggeration. In reality, ours is a mutually beneficial arrangement. Revacholians get to keep the peace in Revachol, and the coalition doesn't have to worry about it. Anyway, sorry to intrude. Please continue.
Yes, Lieutenant. Permit me to conclude with this. Who you are, to me, is the police. The only legitimate law enforcement authority in Revachol.
Okay, yeah. Let's get her respect. Thank you.
And if those authorities drink so hard they need help recalling the basic terms of reality, well, I'm here to help.
She knew. I didn't tell her, and she knew. Was it my breath? It's my breath, isn't it?
Yeah, that invisible sword of Al Ghul is working against you.
Glad to have been of assistance.
All right.
That I know. Anything else?
Right. Can I have some money?
Is what you want, to say, but it isn't that easy, is it?
Wait, why not?
Look at that lady. Take a gander.
What?
Squint your eyes, bub.
What lustrous hair?
A well-kempt, yet tastefully short bob of dark hair. Despite the first hints of grey, she's elected to keep it au naturel, shaped into a permanent wave, late 40s style, while dull orange pearls hang from her earlobes, red from the cold. Her light green eyes scan you, full of knowledge and worry, wealth and all its possibilities. Now look at you, you misery-clad simian, barely able to tie your own laces. Your armpits are lakes. A scythe of booze precedes you.
Scythe of booze.
Your hair sticks to your forehead.
That booze sword again.
Feels uncomfortable.
I like armpits or legs.
You're poor.
Yep.
Poor as balls. You can't ask this person for money. You're too...
No, I'm a hobo.
Oh, but you are. Too ashamed to ask this person for money. Too scared to belittle yourself in her eyes. Those half-precious stones of eau de Nil.
Wow. Is there some electrochemistry here?
As I was saying, if there's any way I may be of assistance, please don't hesitate to ask.
She's a hot mom. What can you
Right.
say?
Oh, I have even odds of asking for money, though.
Heard of billions.
Heard of Billy.
Oh, you know what? Don't do it right now. Your volition is at 1 because your morale is at 1.
Right, right.
When that heals, if you have some, you only have 1 magnesium. You could ask her tomorrow for. Well, no, you can't ask her. You have to stay at the thing.
It's okay. I'll ask later.
What
Let's just...
What will heal volition? I would use that magnesium actually.
Yeah.
I would get your volition up to 2, and then see what are the odds now.
72.
That's not bad.
Let's try it. It's a white check.
Yeah.
I am sorry.
Nope.
Oh no!
It just doesn't come out of your mouth. What does is...
You do need money.
Money.
Excuse me? I didn't hear you. Did you say money?
No.
Of course.
Oh god. Nope.
Nope. Okay.
Nope. Everything is fine. Everything is fine here.
Okay, tell me about this.
It's
quick
quite
cut.
straightforward. Someone is using Terminal B to smuggle raw ingredients from the Samar and Isola into Revachol with the Union's blessing. Wild Pines has suspected it for years.
Ingredients for what, ma'am?
Meth and dextroamphetamine, GBL, and various synthetic psychedelics. Honestly, it might be quicker to say what you can't make from the stuff. Yes, after they clear the terminal, we lose track. The actual production is taking place at various sites in and around Jamrock Quarter, north of here.
Wild Pine seems to be well apprised of the local drug trade, ma'am. Do you mean to say the Union also produces the product? Sells drugs, I mean?
We're in logistics. It's our business to know. And no. As far as the company knows, the Union does not produce it. They transport the ingredients for a cut. Yes, but you won't get anything out of Evrat and the Dock Workers Union. Still, every chain has its weak link.
Am I gonna need bolt cutters for this?
Unlikely, officer. I'm talking about the lorries. Once the ingredients reach Jamrock, they're distributed to a network of local manufacturers, well beyond our grasp. But in transit, they may be vulnerable. Perhaps you've noticed that a number of lorries are tangled in a traffic jam at the roundabout just now. Interview the drivers who are still hanging about. One of them might be waiting for a crucial shipment.
Oh no. Do I have to talk to the racist Lori again?
I'll be explicit.
Yeah.
If you find this driver, I will share company secrets with you. We did. On more than one occasion. Apparently, there's some sort of inter-precinct disagreement about who...
We know the company has launched its own probe into the Union's alleged involvement. We also know it's come up empty. It's not just the RCM. No one's been able to find any hard evidence.
Well, here's your chance, officers. No. We asked East Motor Track to raise the drawbridge. The road company is a partner of one of our subsidiaries. However, this is a limited time opportunity. Once the complaint has been processed by the Trade Committee, they'll have no choice but to lower the drawbridge, and the operation will continue. Thousands of litres of raw ingredients will pour onto the streets of Revachol. Not the east across the river, but the west. The vulnerable, the weary.
Well, at least this solves one.
Not the weary.
Not the weary.
What is that, Lieutenant?
Why I had to call East Motor Track and beg them to open the drawbridge for me. I'd wondered since I first drove in, on my motor carriage.
Huh. So they're saying that the drawbridge is closed because the trade committee is...
Wild Pines closed it, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
I am sorry for the inconvenience, Lieutenant Kisaragi, but we need them trapped here. This is a unique opportunity. I'm sure you understand. How do you think they're financing this strike? There are thousands of unpaid dock workers going strong for the 4th month straight.
There was a shakedown of local businesses preceding the strike. Many were squeezed to bankruptcy to fund it.
With all due respect to these desert cacti, the contents of a few cash registers cannot provide for 2,000 men. The local businesses can scarcely provide for themselves. Precisely. Smuggled out of that very gate at night, most likely, then loaded onto lorries and driven to Jamrock. You simply need to find one driver who will open up to you.
It sounds like she tried looking into it herself, but she's clearly not the type your typical lorryman would confide in.
Does this lock me into anything if I say I've made up my mind?
No. Well, I mean, it locks you to make a decision, but...
Okay. We'll see what it yields.
Excellent. According to my reports, there are at least 3 lorry drivers lingering near the roundabout. Hopefully one of them will know something. It may come to nothing, or it may just blow the case wide open. I can keep the drawbridge up for a few more days at least. You should have the time you need. In the meantime, let me know if there's any other way I may be of assistance.
She takes another long sip from her seemingly bottomless thermal cup. I want a cup like that.
Yeah.
That's the man who was killed. I'm afraid this is a discussion for once we've cleared the lynching question.
Here, huh?
Better not tie the fourth day to the Bat's day on this. I hope there is something else I can help you with.
She wants to answer the question. Protocol keeps her from it.
Okay. Guess that's it for now. The jam. Interesting. How am I doing on this? 56%. Whoop! What? I didn't mean to do that. Okay. I will be right back. Bio break. I have returned.
Oh.
Hello. Okay, I guess we're interviewing some lorries. Do I still leave these little bubbles or not?
I would leave them, yeah, until you finish the derealization.
Yeah. I guess I could just keep talking about derealization stuff while I'm here. I'm just killing time, right? Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah, until the plot is internalized.
Yeah. Alright.
You're back. Good. What, more lessons in basic reality? My favorite part of the day. These are unimportant times, Detective. You and I were born after the dust had settled. 1,000th of a second too late.
She's got a pretty wide view on reality too.
Yeah.
For the big time.
Yikes.
The smile of a predator. No doubt what she's got in mind.
All men are predators, dear. Nothing much to be done about that. It's all a matter of where you get to file your teeth.
You know you're on camera. I think it's just Susanna. Oh. No, yeah, that's Alex. Yeah. Hi, Alex. No mistakes in this game.
The revolution. It's quite easy. Every 100 years or so, our species gets together to decide what's next, who gets shot in the head, and who gets the mineral rights. It's a real kerfuffle.
Kerfuffle, you say. Who got shot in the head?
Those would be the communists. Generally speaking, 40 million people got shot in the head during the World Revolution. But the communists, they all got shot in the head.
She's not gloated. It's a relieved celebration.
Huh.
Oh, and the anarchists too. They shot them well. So well, one forgets they even existed. Did they ever? Before they got shot themselves, they shot 2 million people.
It's a kerfuffle to her because of her giant, I guess, overview of history.
Yeah, and her wealth, her lack of personal risk.
Yeah.
Yes. The Red Deluge. The Insulindian Deluge, they call it. Oh, lots of people. Even the king got shot in the head, or thrown beneath a horse, or drowned. Accounts differ. It was unceremonious. Just as well, he wasn't actually the king. Just the king's nephew.
What? Then what happened to the king?
The real king abdicated and lived out a long and productive life as a venture capitalist in Grad.
I love that king. Smart king, I guess. Or cowardly king. Oh, man. I don't know what to say here. Cowardly.
I prefer the term risk-averse. King Guillaume was nobody's fool. He could smell a PR disaster brewing, so he got out alive. And
Oh, he did that before the revolution happened. Or, like, interesting.
Him and tens of thousands of his wonderfully fascist kingsmen. It was a wild time.
Who got the mineral right?
The liberals got the mineral rights. And by mineral rights, I mean everything. Liberals are usually middle-class people, Detective, or the remaining gentry, the beneficiaries of the pre-revolutionary arrangement. Some were rich enough to stay with the Constitution, with monarchy. Big mistake. Others bet on the revolution. They were called the ultras, or ultra-liberals. They fared well.
I guess she fared well in this too.
They didn't win so much as survive. We were the last ones standing when the war ended. Everyone else got shot in the head, remember? To foreign intervention, the coalition. Those people really took the mineral rights. The Liberals took everything that wasn't nailed to the ground. The Coalition took the ground. The ocean, the laws, and the people. The Coalition of Nations, Grad, Mesk, Vesper, Messina, Oranje, and Sur-la-Clay, the armed center of the world. They landed here and ended the revolution. It was the moralist thing to do.
There is bitterness in her voice, tempered with understanding. She is critical, but ultimately understands the cause.
The moralists believe in keeping everything exactly the way it is. They believe in mineral rights, and not shooting people in the head. At least not in the same manner and volume as the others do. They are the long-standing provisional rulers of Revachol now, the coalition government.
Huh. So the RCM in this history, I guess, were they also present at the point that the coalition government took over?
No, the coalition took over
And then
to depose the communists.
Right. And then the RCM was
The
founded.
RCM was formed after the fall of communism.
The
Yeah.
rulers of Revachol,
Makes sense.
and also the world. These guys are strong.
Yes. Physical instrument can respect strength.
This is their zone of control. They embolden the RCM with crumbs of the same law they took. Technically speaking, you are a moralist.
Yeah, let's not commit to anything.
An almost endearingly moralist standpoint.
Damn.
It must be hard to take a moderate approach to head shooting in your line of work.
When was this?
The turn of the century revolution? Don't answer it. It's a trick question. The revolution began in '02 on the Isla of Grad, though by the end, nearly the whole world had gotten involved. It wasn't a who, but a what. A pandemic of
Yikes.
Zarat, particularly virulent prion disease, which the authorities in Grad proved unable to contain. Then Marzolf came along and overthrew the government. It made people overthrow their governments.
No way.
Indeed. Zarat is a highly infectious microorganism that destroyed brain tissue. The actual causes of the revolution were material. The pandemic only provided the spark. From Revachol and Grad? Not far. The world managed to cauterize itself. Marzolf's government was overthrown in '08, and the coalition crushed the Revachol commune 2 years later.
So 8 years.
Was the end. Why? You and I, officer. Our lives in the zone of control.
Something tells you her life and yours are not that similar. Maybe it's because she has a boat and you have that necktie? A pair of pants?
Does this dialogue change if I don't ever grab my necktie?
Probably.
No doubt. But we share the same time and position on the planet's crust. That counts for more than you think.
Yeah, what a zoomed out view of history.
Yeah.
A city-state divided into free market zones under the everlasting interregnum of the Coalition of Nations. And you, of course, the citizens' militia.
The clatter of typewriter keys fills the main hall of the reappropriated silk mill. Precinct 41. Chad Tilbrook presses enter. Outside, Officer Elfboy Williams slams the door of an armored motor carriage.
The zone of control is the third incarnation of Revachol, after the failure of the suzerain and the commune. Modernity. They developed the marvels of the inter-eastlery communication, telematic milieus, radiation, colored plastics. Meanwhile, in Revachol West, the aftermath continues for the 5th decade. 43 years. Hard to fathom, I know. The 20s saw a decade of urban war, west of the river leveled, offshore platforms in flames. Still, it's regarded as an improvement on what came before. 08 to 19 was simply hell. The 30s? Things settled down in the 30s. Revachol East transformed itself into the world's largest tax haven, with the international community's blessing. For the first time in a long time, it seemed like things were going somewhere. No, it was a market mirage fueled by cocaine and quantitative easing. The 40s dispelled it like a cold splash, an Isla-wide hangover, you might say. And here we are.
Hooray!
Welcome to reality, baby.
Hooray! That was a lot of experience.
From the looks of
Yeah.
it, the 50s haven't been much better for the zone of control. You can see it in her eyes. Days slipping away.
Alright. Done. Get reality. Okay. So I have an experience point.
Yeah, get that derealization thought going.
Yeah. Do it. Yes. I'm excited about this one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's some really good stuff.
I've no right to be dissatisfied. This shirt is Barbara Muscova, this raincoat is impervious to rain and is guaranteed for 100 years. My daughters will wear it. No, it's just...
Yeah. Kinda sucks.
We could have had so much more. Every one of us. If only we'd played it right.
Oh, fascinating.
Good question. What would you have done differently?
Oh man. Oh man, so many good. Is this the communist answer? Oh,
Maybe. Yeah, might be.
that's a lot of depth.
Sure is.
I guess medical solution is not the answer. I don't know. I don't feel like that's the answer personally. I'm just
I mean,
gonna...
there isn't a right answer.
Yeah.
And there's nothing that, like,
You would have died,
Joyce-
most likely.
there's nothing that's gonna piss off anyone in
Far
this
from
conversation.
Yeah.
Maybe even right here, during the beachhead, defending the coast the day the Coalition took the city.
The cold runs down your spine. She gestures toward the waters.
Probably. Happily? No way.
The wind stops. There is silence on the dark water of the Martinez Inlet.
No, almost certainly. The Commune would have forced you. Such was the fate of the undecided.
Yikes.
They are what they are. Who knows? An afterbloom may yet come.
Is that what she's looking
Anyway,
for?
Enough
afterbloom.
sentimentality. Is there anything else you want to know?
Doesn't hurt to try this 3%.
Well,
Oh wait,
will it hurt?
it's a white check.
I think the maybe thought might open it again.
Yeah, exactly.
You
Why
can
not?
try it. I don't know. Yeah, why not?
A strange coldness comes over you as you look at the world. The waves sway the sloop slowly. That's all. The doubt is fully formed in your head. The alien feeling persists. You just can't word the question yet. You have to complete the jamais vu thought first.
I think I'm done here.
Glad to have
I'll
given
come back later.
assistance. The little that I know. Anything else?
Yeah, let's do the lorry.
Mm-hmm.
I guess I don't have fast travel yet. There's a lot in this game.
Man.
Oh, there's a little girl. Hello, little girl. Oh, what am I thinking about? Where's the thought? I'm confused. I had a... Oh. Here. Erotica. Okay.
Hello, sir. Step right in. The store is open.
I am the law.
Oh yeah. There's a whole thing in there that you can do as well.
I am the law.
I know, sir.
Oh.
Are you interested in a new and exciting book?
What kind of store is this
It's
anyway?
a bookstore, sir. We sell books, postcards, and some board games.
Ooh, board games.
It's called Crime, Romance, and
Yes.
Biographies of Famous
The books
People.
and the board games are both very good.
Yes.
And they will
Whoa.
spend
Whoa.
time. They make time pass faster, which makes your thoughts complete faster.
Yes.
What is a book?
That is a book. They have stories inside them. It's like someone told you a story in a really long letter. A postcard is a small cardboard picture. You can write a few words on the other side and send it to your friend or beloved.
But I don't have a beloved.
She is unfazed by your questions. She would consider it impolite to point out any perceived weirdness.
Cool. Thanks, little girl. What's a board
Board
game?
games are like little games on a table, made to pass the time. There are several different ones, but sailors here mostly buy cards.
Interesting.
My pleasure. Anything else you'd like to know?
Let's ask you about the murder.
Sir, I'll try to answer any questions you have. I hope they're about books.
What is this crime business? What is your name?
My name is Annette, sir. My mum, her name is Plaisance. She owns the store. She's inside minding the register or organising the stock. Feel free to step in and browse our wares. I'm signalling that the store is open. Otherwise, people might not know. They'd miss out on the crime, romance, and biographies of famous people.
Okay.
A sudden gush of wind turns the pages of the books on the counters. She covers her face, smiling, but she's cold.
I could help by brutally dismantling the free market.
Yes.
Thank you, sir. I'm glad to help Mum out with the store.
Oh, that's great. Shouldn't you be at
I
school?
do my studies at home at the moment. I have to help Mum keep this place running. Mum says it's necessary to do both because it builds character. Mum says a proper worker is dutiful.
Oh, that's
Places
so
in life,
not
you
communist.
succeed. Mum says it's peachy. She was a little afraid at first. There's talk about this house being cursed.
Oh no.
Behind her, the window has been boarded up. You sense the boards creaking, twisting for a second, and some kind of doubt.
Yeah. We're gonna ask about this first.
Cursed in the way that makes them say that no business has ever really thrived here.
Yeah, I
sir.
think I like the
That
current
they will
storyline.
go-
Yeah. Thanks, bro.
Exactly. But we've been doing fine so far.
Yeah, let's look into this.
We can go into the bookstore and ask about the case, but I don't see much more to look into here.
Yes, please do look at our wares inside. The postcards and board games you asked about are also there, sir.
What do you know about the other failed businesses?
Nothing really, sir. Mum doesn't allow me to sneak around in the back rooms or the cellar. I don't really know what's there.
It does not manifest itself in any way. It does not exist. I liked it better when we were talking about whether it's appropriate to stand out in the freezing weather.
But Kim, the
But
plasmic,
Kim.
the plasmic manifestations.
Anything else you wanted to talk about, sir?
Okay, enough about the critics.
Maybe I can tell you about some of our books instead.
What is this crime business?
Crime fiction is about murders or burglaries or things like that, and the work of a policeman or a private detective who's trying to solve a crime and catch the criminals.
No, not crime fiction. What is crime?
Crime is a deviation from the law, punishable by either a civil or criminal sentencing. It's what the law prevents.
Why would you want to read about
It's exciting to people, I guess. They get to imagine dangerous things, and it's kind of like a puzzle, where you can guess who the criminal is, or how the good guys are going to catch him.
I don't like this answer. Okay, well.
You don't look much like a policeman. Didn't mean to offend, sir. Sorry, sir. It's just that you don't look like Dick Mullen.
Dick Mullen. I'll never be as good as Mullen.
Don't say that. He's not even real. You're real.
Overshadowed by a fake man.
Cheer up, sir. It's much easier being a fictional character. He doesn't have to deal with real things.
Oh, Annette. Poor girl.
Maybe you can show me some real deductive police work, sir. Like in the books.
Oh, so precious. Alright, tell me about romance.
It's the type of book where there's a rich lady and she has to choose between the good man and the bad man.
Yeah, I
Oh.
mean, more or less.
More or less.
Or there could be a story about a poor lady getting a rich man. It's about man and lady business, sir.
What about a poor man getting a rich lady?
It happens, but usually the guy gets rich in the process. Or should actually be rich himself, but has lost his family property unjustly, like during the revolution or
She's
something.
clearly an expert in this.
Those are unhappy books for most of the pages.
Done her research.
People
Yeah.
are sad about what they have lost, but then it all turns out just fine in the end.
What about when both men are bad?
These are not very common. You can't have a choice between bad and bad. Nobody wants to read a story like that.
But if it's written really well.
Well, maybe then it's fine. Maybe if the lady then decides not to pick either, because she doesn't need a bad man. Yes, that would be interesting.
That's a good story. I like that. What about when
It's really not a proper romance story. That's more like everyday life.
Yeah, poor people are boring. Nah.
Not in romance books, sir. These are about nice and pretty people, and everyone is happy in the end.
And what about when the man and lady business doesn't work out at all?
I haven't read many of those. Maybe you should ask Mum.
Yeah?
Go for it. Go for
Yeah?
it. Make this child so
I
uncomfortable.
think it's a romance story if the main characters break up, though.
One where they plunge into a torrid spiral of pain and recrimination, only it's really long and drawn out. Scarred for life, phantom limb.
No.
She doesn't get it.
You can take this. Blossom like a pain flower.
Oh my gosh.
Now.
We're locked in.
The girl is at a loss for words.
Each of you filling with resentment and bitterness for having ruined each other's lives.
Shifts and sways on her feet.
Each of you tearing at the other's innards, leaving a gaping emptiness, a vacuum heart.
I'm sorry, sir.
Oh no, I hurt myself.
Okay, well, don't hurt yourself anymore. You'll die.
Why can't you help me? I'm beyond help, right?
Sir, sorry, sir. I'm still little. I don't...
Kim's just watching us do this. Oh, poor...
Emotionless.
Poor Annette.
Ultimate composure.
I gain experience for that. Guess that's great.
Yeah, that's good. That's good.
Alright.
Maybe some about other books?
Oh, hey. Hooray for advanced race theory.
Yeah, you figured out the race enigma while you were talking to this child about, your
About romance. yeah, she's trying to sell books. So she was telling me about... She was telling me about romance books. Well, it kind of went onto a long tangent about my own failed relationship, so... My character does have an ex-wife. And it sounds extremely painful. Oh, challenging. I'm gonna do something. She's cold and afraid of the curse. I can probably deduce even more.
Yeah, I think there's a couple more things in the conversation that will help with the check.
Who are these famous
Oh,
people?
kings and queens.
Also, that communist option.
Old, or artists and writers, or musicians, those kinds of people. There's usually something extraordinary about them.
I'll turn off the stream in probably 10 minutes.
Okay.
I think that's why people read them, to find the secrets of their fame.
Can I become famous?
I don't know about that, but I imagine life is great when you're famous.
Fame sounds delicious.
Why would they do that, sir?
Yes, Superstar Cop.
That's so cool. Maybe they'll make you a book cover picture and everything. Standing over a dead body.
Oh, it should be a book about me. And I am a working man.
No, sir, I can't. It would be too tiring to refrain from it. It's already tiring enough to remember to say it all the time. It's nice of you to say I could stop, though.
I get you. I have to make this face.
That's a friendly enough face, most of the time.
Okay, I want to dig into this more.
Sir, I can't. It would be too tiring to refrain from it. Yes, sir. No, sir, by your command.
Alright, let's do this.
The girl keeps her hands folded, hidden. Why is that?
What do you mean, sir?
She knows where this is going.
Oh no. You don't need to be worried.
She looks around anxiously. Her hands remain folded in front of her.
Is she being punished?
She doesn't want. The lieutenant stands by, looking at the two of you with little interest. A facade of true professionalism. He is far more intrigued by the situation than his poise reveals.
It's okay.
She brings out her reddened hands, her nails frayed, nearly chewed down to the flesh.
And you knew this from me keeping my hands folded?
There were a few other hints.
Well, that proves nothing. Anyone could do an easy deduction like that.
She actually is impressed. This is more like a defensive reflex.
Let's keep deducing. Let's go.
Deduce the hell out of this kid.
Yeah.
She nods, half provocative, half enthusiastic.
Rats have been nibbling on your fingers.
Child labor.
Child labor in dismal working conditions. Chewed on
Recycling your
nails.
body material.
It's an intense dedication to the way of business. Alright. Well, we'll just pick the, sane answer for now.
Maybe so, sir. Okay, I know it's a bad habit, and I shouldn't.
Okay. I think I just made her sad, though. Ace deduction.
It was okay, sir.
There's more that can be achieved here. Ask her to do the same.
Alright. To do something about me.
Quite sober.
Hey.
The lieutenant does not flinch at the comment. He does not flinch even a single bit. He is intensely not flinching. It takes effort.
And I'm having a grand time.
I sure hope you are, sir.
There she stands, swaying on her feet, assaulted by the early spring breeze. She smiles at you. The whole situation suddenly feels familiar, somehow.
White knows the law. Why does this feel familiar?
because you know each other. She's been talking to you so openly because you've talked before.
Oh. Maybe I shouldn't remember there's... We've met before?
Yes, I stand in this spot all the time. You've been running around all week without your shirt on, sir.
What?
Telling people about being a star or something. I don't really understand who those stars are.
Did I ever talk to you?
Of course, you've stopped by a few times. You certainly look better than the last time I saw you.
Oh no. Thanks, I'm trying.
Yeah, I can see. You don't have party eyes anymore.
Party eyes.
Party eyes. Yes, of course. That makes sense.
I'm not surprised children have seen you running around with party eyes on, he thinks. Not at all.
Thanks, dude.
You know, like a cat in the dark, all big and wide-eyed. It certainly looks odd on a man.
Wow.
The swiveling eyes of a loony drug addict. That is what she meant. You were probably gurning too.
What is gurning?
Like distorting your face.
Fuck yeah.
Gurning.
You should get some
Oh,
party
is that?
eyes
Oh,
right now. Snap those sequins on you, boy.
Shut up, electrochemistry.
Shut up, Alchem.
I've been doing drugs?
Oh, baby. That's not what you have to worry about. Worry about the important thing.
So, why didn't you tell me you knew me to begin with? Well, because she assumed so.
I didn't know I had to do that.
Okay, well, I've learned something about myself
I'm
today.
glad I could help you, sir.
Thanks, Annette. Wow, that was fascinating.
As you turn, a bright light catches your eye, making you squint.
Cool.
So cool. From a distant sunset, a stage light, flash photography, nowhere in particular. It's just what superstar law officers do. They squint at lights and they solve shit.
Yeah, that's me.
Yeah, you have. You're a big dick cop, Dick Mullen. Salam Rocky Baye, badass on the edge disco cop. Time to recede into a ludicrous fantasy world. Here we go. Camera, lights.
Okay. Do we have time to hesitate here, or do we dive straight in?
Well, yeah, you can hesitate.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know. Beneath it is just heartbreak, a pulmonary tract infection, atherosclerotic disease. This is where you say action and reconceptualize all that. Reinvent it as the world's first celebrity police officer.
Okay.
With a sudden flash, the world freezes around you, and you along with it. In an iconic monochrome solution, a black silhouette against a rasterized orange world. It's on.
I love it. I'm a superstar. And a racist.
Superstar.
Advanced race theory.
Alright, what have I gained?
Everything is calm in the eye of the race storm. Your mind is lucid and bright. The mind-bending phylogenetics appear more distant and, to be fair, a little ridiculous. The great race mystery has cleared up. All that's left to do is verbalize your thoughts. Go and talk to Measurehead about your newly found insights.
Learning cap for rhetoric raised to 5. The mystery is mostly aesthetic. Interesting. So it's not necessarily bad, I guess.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, you have options when you go talk to him about it.
Yeah.
You don't have to be a freak.
Well, a little too late for that.
Well, yeah, you don't have to be a freak about race specifically.
All right, this might be a good place to stop.
Yeah.
So, I didn't really have to go back to my save from before.
Yeah, no.
I didn't kill myself talking to the rich lady.
Yeah.
I might kill myself in some other way, though.
Yeah, you're gonna have to be careful.
It's because I'm too brave about the ex-wife thing.
Yeah.
Maybe I need to avoid that a little more, but you know, I could just keep hurting myself.
You could, yeah. Maybe after a sleep, though.
Maybe after sleep, yeah.
After a nice snooze.
Crime, romance, and biographies.
Hmm.
I hope this store starts doing better somehow or other.
Yeah, that is one of many things you can have some influence over in Monet's.
Alrighty. Thanks for playing with me.
Thanks for streaming.
Yeah, let's do this again soon.
Let's shall.
A week or two, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Alright. And thanks to anybody else who has tuned in. Good night.